there, it's Melissa here again, and welcome back to 7 Ways in 7 Days to Get More Clients. You're now in the fourth segment of our 7-part series, and first of all you've been learning about what makes you unique. Then we talked about target markets and then online marketing. And so episode 4 is all about relationship marketing and how to build a sales funnel to really make your website come alive, because it's one thing to have a website, but we all know it's a completely different thing to actually get people drawn in and get traffic to that website and convert them into customers. And that's the real trick to marketing, I think, and that's the hole in the market as well that I think isn't really being addressed, and that's why we're putting together these whole series of videos to give you that kind of education. So let's get into it. Now, I think you'll agree with me, the days of interruption marketing, they're over. People don't respond in the same way that they do to conventional advertising the way that they used to. You can't just butt in on a conversation and shout what it is that you do from the rooftops and think that people are actually going to leave their current supplier and come to you just because you told them to. You really have to sort of engage with them and win them over and create a whole lot of trust before somebody is going to entrust something as important as their business and their marketing and their brand in your hands. So the best way of doing this is actually with something now that's called relationship marketing. And we've sort of touched on it in the previous episodes. It all links together if you can see the pattern. You have to know who that you're talking to and what your unique selling proposition is. And you need to know what their pain points are. So you need to really get to know who your niche target markets are so you can speak specifically to them and they hear your message and understand your message. Because one thing you're going to learn, and you probably already figured this out the hard way, it can take up to 11 or 12 times before somebody that you're trying to win over as a client, that's how many times they need to see you and interact with you and become comfortable with you before they're going to give you a piece of business. It's just not a given when you meet somebody, unless it's a really warm lead or they're really desperate for the business, or even worse still, they're shopping around because they're really bad payers. Always look out for somebody who comes across to your business too quickly for that. We've all learned that message the hard way. It generally takes 11 to 12 touches before somebody is engaged with your brand enough to come on and bring you on as a supplier. So what you really need to do then is with your relationship marketing is tap into those pain points and solve their problems for them. Now, you're probably thinking, well, that's great, but how do I do that? Well, there's a whole lot of ways you can bring people to your website, and I really encourage you to download this website sales funnel. It's at the bottom of this blog. And this is gold. If you sort of look at this and apply this to your own business, it's not always going to be the same for everybody's business, but if you apply this to your business and you adapt the same principles, you can't go wrong. So basically, think of your website and as a big funnel. So this is the funnel that leads to your website. Every sort of thing that you do will lead to your website. So all of these activities up here, which are your lead generation strategies, that's what leads people to your website, because your ultimate goal, isn't it, as we've learned before, is to get their email address and their contact details so you can keep sending information out to them, because that's the best way to have a relationship marketing experience with another company is give them what they want, give them solutions to their problems and give them answers, give them case studies. The only way you can really build up trust with somebody is by proving that you've done it for somebody else in the past and showing them that you are an expert, not just telling them that you're an expert, but showing them that you're an expert. So there are lots of ways you can do it. You can do it with your social media, direct mail pieces. I love, not many people do that anymore. You can have joint ventures or strategic alliances with other companies, which is a great way to tap into other people's databases. Speaking gigs are a really great way to sort of get yourself out there to a lot of different people. Or webinars, seminars, workshops. Video marketing is going hell for leather if you haven't noticed. That's the whole premise behind our 7 little videos to you, is to show you our expertise and to impart our information to you, and we do that via video. So you actually get a feel to see if you even like doing business with somebody like me. There'll be plenty of people that don't, and there'll be plenty of people that do. So you might as well do business with the people that do like you, and just eliminate the ones that for some reason just have one of those funny feelings about you and don't want to do business with you. That's okay. It's not a problem. Like, I am a firm believer that I should be happy in my business, and I believe you should be too. And I like those happy client interactions. So that's why relationship marketing is so good, because people, by the time they do come across you as a client, they do sincerely like you, and the whole act of doing business together is just pure pleasure. So basically, if you're following along with this, you've got your lead generation and you've got your lead magnet. So you get onto your website and you've got something, more information, like a free download or free access to a free area that they can get more information and read more about what it is that's solving their problems. And then within that, you'll have some sort of conversion tool that will get them across the line and introduce them to the first sale. Now, we always really point out to it's really important that that first sale isn't something high cost. It's got to be something that's, a good introductory price and they get a good taste of your business. It's not, some people will come in and just want to buy the whole services because that's the way that they are. But most people these days, they want to test the waters. So in my situation, I've got a branding, marketing, website business. So it might be they'll come in and we'll just do a website review for them. Or we might do a bit of a marketing snapshot or a marketing consultation. I'll sit down for an hour or two, for a nominal fee, and we'll do like a nice overall marketing plan. They can get a feeling if they really like what we have to say. Or we might do a logo design for them. And then, and then by the end of that, we actually go to the next step, which is doing the upsell to the client, because everybody knows we should be asking our database for more and more rather than always trying to find new clients. Just keep selling to your existing clients, because it's quite amazing how much more business you can do just by asking and letting people know all of your services. So anyway, greatly encourage you to download our website sales funnel. There's a whole lot more that you should really know about this, and I've actually got a free download to a webinar that we did recently, which will have a link at the bottom of this blog as well. So there's plenty of information tool pieces there for you to, when you've got the time, tap into it, listen to it, become familiar with our work. And if you are really interested in what you see, you always feel free to pick up the phone and give us a call and see if we can help you. But remember, it's all about relationship marketing these days and having a really good sales funnel leading people into your website with meaningful information that means something to them. So I'll see you on the next video when it comes out shortly.